Okay, so now I want to add the editor node, which is what is going to make this the node visible inside the engine. So we need to add a new C++ class. So use a none, and this time we're going to add it to the UBIK editor. And again, I just want to look at how they did it for the engine implementation here. So instead of here, we're gonna now switch to the editor under I believe animation graph classes. They call it modify bone. So you can see the naming convention here is AnimGraphNode modify bone. So AnimGraphNode underscore UBIK solver. And if we open this one up and see what we have, close all but this. Okay, and then scroll down to our node. So this time we're going to look at the this one here. Again, we can see we have a bunch of includes. So I guess we can copy these and just replace. And we don't need the core minimal at the moment. This we don't need either. The bone control, no. Edit graph, maybe. AnimGraphNode skeletal control base we do need, because that's what we are basing this off of. And this we need to change into UBIK solver generated. Okay, and then let's have a look at the class here. So here we need uClass meta something class something generated uClass something f something 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 something. A lot of stuff I'm not sure what does, which we probably don't need. Let's just go with this. I'm gonna paste it in here and then end it with a curly bracket semicolon. And then we're gonna search and replace, or gonna change switch stuff out. Class UBIK editor API needs to be this, and AnimGraph UBIK solver, it needs to be a AnimGraphNode UBIK solver. And then there's a constructor and a destructor. We're not going to use those, so just get rid of that. And then this if AnimNode modify bone, this is actually the class that we just created. If we hover the mouse or put the cursor over it and hit F12, this is going to take you to declaration. Anyway, it's going to take you to the AnimNode modify bone, the one that we just created basically, and in the runtime. So that is actually what we need to AnimNode. Let's see. Oh, right. This is not the. This is the AnimNode. AnimNode UBIK solver dot generated. And this, then we need to switch this out with if AnimNode. Let's see. I believe with this name. This is the struct. Just undo that. It should be very similar to that. Yes. So this is the one that we're gonna refer to instead. And if we switch to the CPP file, and we do that for the AnimGraphNode modified bone as well, we have these two functions. One of them was the get node title. Okay, so yeah, well, this can be made quite a bit simpler in our case, I believe. I'm just trying to figure out what all this does. There's something called cached node titles. I can't say that I know what it is. But we have the node title and we have the get tooltip text. These two. You know what? The simplest way probably is to go into the .h file and then just create the definition for these two, like this, and then fill them out. So this is an f text. Okay, so I have to check what they do here. F text, f text, and control. Okay, so it seems like they do something. Oh, they have a log text name location text namespace A3 nodes. I have no idea what this means, but I think it's best that I copy it. I have a feeling that is a good idea. I'm gonna copy that at the top, and then they have probably undefined at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, and whether or not it should be the same A3 nodes, I don't know. But then they use this log text. If we just return, let's see, return. So get title. what is the tool? This is an in key and this is the text. Okay, so the first one is a key. So this give this UBIK solver call the solve using UBIK. Fuck it. I'm just gonna call it UBIK solver as well. Maybe with the space. And we can do a tooltip solve inverse for upper body. Yeah, that's probably a good tooltip. Let's see what happens if I compile now. Okay, cannot open AnimGraphNode. Okay, I believe node editor. Yeah, well, AnimGraph. AnimGraph runtime is actually already added, and also blueprint graph. Maybe they need to be added to the private. Let me just try that. Let's see. We're going to take these two and move them down here. I'm not sure I need this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then we also need to reference our own module. It is called UBIK runtime. Otherwise the include will definitely fail. Let's see what errors we get. Expected and include at the top. Okay. And then I guess we need to include our own AnimNode UBIK H. So I'm including IK so No, that's wrong. I'm supposing I need to include this one. Expected and include at the top of the header. We actually need to change this as well. UBIK inverse kinematics solve IK. Just adding a few keywords. Our body, but still doesn't like this. Let's see. IK runtime. Do I need to add the AnimGraph as well? Wow. Oh. Oh my God. Still not compiling. Unresolved symbol. Oh fuck. Why was that? I had this before. I think it was it because of the generate body? And it's so weird because the AnimGraph has this U class body, but in my case I cannot. I don't understand. Super weird if you ask me. Anyway, now it compiles after yeah, well, these names completely confuse me, but then the key was AnimGraphNode generated, and I needed to refer to the implementation, the runtime header file, and then we also needed to include the AnimGraph skeletal control base, because that's what this is based off of. Let's see now if we just unload the editor and start it up. We might be missing something still. Let's see. This is going to be exciting if we type in UBIK solver. I think the editor crashed. Yep, it did. Let's see, what did we miss? Pure virtual not implemented. Get node. Okay. Ah, right. So we forgot something. Pure virtual get node. This one, yeah. Okay, so I forgot this one. So in the section, section, I'm just gonna copy this in the header file for the AnimNode, no, the AnimGraphNode here. Adding this section here, getting rid of the control description. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it anyway. Get node const. All right, I'm just copying this stuff here from the modified bone. It seems like this is what I need. And let's open up now. And let's see if it crashes still. Okay. So UBIK can here we can actually see the tooltip working. Oh, it's still crashing. No, it's not. Huh. That is pretty amazing. So now we have our very first little node here. Don't restore. That is quite amazing, I would say. It doesn't do anything at all, but we managed to create a little node. And it has this input pose and an output pose. So now we just need to convert all this crap here, all this stuff, all this logic and all these transformations that we create here and all this logic that we have inside the UBIK component. We just need to stuff that into the node here itself. That's a completely different story. I'm not going to bother you guys with a series of videos where I do this. I just wanted to get this stuff here documented so that I remember how I did this. So anyway, I hope you guys can use this for something. Hopefully it will help others in a similar situation. And in any occasion, this will be available at the UBIK repository. I will put a link in the description to all the videos, so you can just copy the stuff that I have inside here. Basically, just borrow the structure if you need to do this using a AnimNode skeletal control base node. So yeah, that was basically what I had for this video. Take care and be seeing you. Bye.